Hi there, Sassy Scrappers. How are you doing today? This is Marvelous Monday with Steph, your Sassy Scrapper, here from Maxwell, Iowa. Very snowy out, but sun's kind of shining, so better than it has been. I'm going to make a quick border today using the beautiful collection of Winter Bliss. I love this collection because I love blues, so it was right up my alley. So I'm just going to start. By the way, this is my pretty new blue mat with my ruler. Isn't that cool? These are out of stock right now, but they will be coming back. I do have some of the rulers, though, if you want a ruler, and it does fit on our gray mats as well. So anyway, I'm going to start off today with the blue paper, light blue paper with the snowflakes on it. And I've seen actually some people make these snowflakes with the stencils that we have in the inks, but I'm just going to use the paper today. And I'm going to cut this at 2 3/4 inches by 12. And then I decided to use a piece of blue cardstock, and you can use the decorative blade on this one. I used it on the next one, but you could use it on this one. And this one I cut at 2 1/2, and then I just cut a 1/4 inch off the end of it so that it just laid right on top of there. So I'm going to grab some repo here. I did hear that the repo, oh hey, I can use this. The repositionable, the big repositionable refills may be in by the end of the year. They weren't supposed to be in until like January. I think I'm going to go just a 1/4 inch. See how that looks. Oh, I have to go even smaller than that. We'll just eyeball it to get it kind of centered on here. And I'm finding that you really need to put just a tad bit of repo on whatever you're working on to keep it here when you're moving this, or you'll catch the bottom of it. If you just do a little repo and then just kind of lift it up, and it goes over really well. Okay, so we've got that on there. So next, I'm going to take an 1 1/2 strip. And what I did with this, and this is the same as what my base was. Same paper. I'm trying to use up paper. And I used the twist cartridge for the trimmer and popped that in and just did one side. And so that's how that ended up. Actually, you know what would really look nice? And I think I do have my inks here fairly close. Let's see. Is maybe just to ink that edge a little bit. I wasn't going to use my inks but on this one, but I love my inks. So we'll just do a little bit here. Just kind of make that show a little bit more. And I'm just rubbing it across the edge. And then I'm going to place this down towards the bottom. I'm going to leave just a little bit of the blue showing underneath it again. And I cut this to be the same length as the blue. You could cut it shorter and leave a border around that too if you wanted. Okay, so I'm going to put this away so I don't forget. And I know where it's at under my trimmer for next time. Now, the next step I'm going to do is to make a little snowman. So what I'm going to do is take just some, this is just a cover sheet, and I am going to take the small circle, and first of all I'm going to cut one in red with a red blade. Then I'm going to use the green, and then I'm going to use the blue. So a small circle inside, one red, one green, one blue. And guess what we're going to make? Uh-oh, didn't get all the way around on that one. Okay. So over on this side, I'm going to make, I can't flip it over, can I? I'm going to make a little snowman. Okay. So we'll just kind of put him like that. It's okay if he goes over a little bit. Doesn't hurt anything. And I'm going to then take and just cut just a small strip, like a 1/4 inch strip of just some blue cardstock. Ah, can't grab it. And then I'm just going to take it and just kind of put it in an angle and fold it a little bit. And I'm going to take and cut it off. Boop. Boop. It can be uneven. And I'm going to put that under his head for a little scarf like. Well, I will. And then we'll put a little face on him. Okay. And then over here, before I put him down, I'm going to use my stickers, and there's some here that look like icicles. So I'm going to take one of those, and I'm going to put it down, and I might have to trim just a little bit. I'm going to put it down right at the top of the blue. Go across here, just on the edge of that blue. And then when I get over here, I'm just gonna trim that last little icicle off, so it's even with my blue, okay? So I've got that. Now I can make my snowman. I'm gonna bring this down just a freckle. There we go, okay. Now I'm gonna make my snowman. Bring them over a little bit. And my medium one will go on top. And then I think I'm going to pop this one up with a foam square. Doesn't need a very big one, but that'll help so I can put the little scarf underneath it a little bit easier too. Oof. So I'm going to put some repo on the back of my little scarf. I'm going to try to push that and seal that down good so it kind of will try to lay flat a little bit. So just kind of lay it in there. And now my head. How's that? Okay. And like I said, you can, I'm not real good at doctoring up. Actually, I might even get out my trio set because that's better. But for right now, we'll put a smile on our little snowman. I need a hat for him, don't I? I didn't think about that, but I definitely need a hat. So let's see if I have any more of that blue. And I do. So let's see. We'll cut that down a little bit. This is on the fly, guys. This is on the fly. Still a little big, isn't it? Put that on there like that, maybe. I think I'm going to put a foam square on the back of this too, just to help it hold there. I don't have a whole lot to hook it to because I'm coming off the paper with it a little bit, but we'll see how this works. I may have to move that foam square a little bit. Actually, I think it would be better down in this corner. So we're just going to kind of move it down over here. And then I can tilt it and it'll just catch the edge of the paper. And then what I'm going to do is, well, here's a piece that might work. Actually, I shouldn't have done this on the fly. I should have thought of this before sooner. Maybe I can just do that. And kind of make that for like a brim. Worked out okay, I think. Might be better if it was a little different color. Would show up better. There we go. Now he's got a hat anyway. And then over here on this other side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some snowflakes, the wind, that kind of thing, and put Snow Much Fun over here. This will be a good year to use a lot of the snow pages that I've made because we've been having a lot of snow. Again, I'm going to pop this one up with foam squares. Actually, I can probably just put one big one in the middle, this one. And just overlay that. And there's my little thing. You could put something else down here too. I don't know. I didn't look at the stickers real close. Let's see if we have a sticker that we can stick in maybe this other side. Here's another snowflake. We could stick that over here just to kind of even that out a little bit. Okay, so that's my little snowman sticker. And like I said, you can decorate him up some more. I need to trim just a little bit around there. But you can do something. Another thing you could do is take the black, which I should have done. Take the black ink, and I'll be glad when they come out with something. Oh, you know what would even be better would be the gray, probably. The gray ink. And then when you're doing your snowman, just go around the edges with the gray ink. And see how that will make that pop. So I ended up using the inks twice when I wasn't going to use the inks, but you know me, I love these inks. See how that would really make that pop more? So I'll probably do that. And besides, his head's kind of crooked on that one anyway, so I can make his head straighter. So very easy, just fun to play with, just sitting. And the, like I said, the circles are very easy. Smallest circle inside, red, green, and blue. So no problems there. And I hope that you have so much fun in the snow as well. And you have snow where you are, just like us here in Iowa. So have a great day and stay sassy. Bye-bye.